The 5 most heavily guarded billionaires in the world. From kidnappings to assassination attempts, bodyguards, also known as personal protective officers, are often associated with royalty, celebrities, and political figures. However, as the number of ultra-wealthy individuals continues to rise, the demand for personal security services has expanded to include a broader range of clients. But what exactly makes someone worth protecting? Today, we'll look at 5 of the most heavily guarded billionaires in the world. Let's dive in. Welcome to our channel. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated every time we upload a new video. Chart 5. Queen Elizabeth II. Although Queen Elizabeth II was technically not a billionaire, her immense wealth and royal status have placed her among the most heavily protected individuals on the planet. Her security is a complex mix of visible and covert measures. The most recognizable are the Queen's Guard, famous for their tall hats and unflinching demeanor during ceremonies. Though they may appear ceremonial, they are fully trained soldiers who can spring into action if necessary. Beyond the pomp and pageantry, the Queen is protected by an elite team from Scotland Yard's Royal Protection Squad, RPS, consisting of up to 185 highly trained officers. Formed in 1983, this squad includes Special Air Service SAS personnel capable of responding to any threat. With such a team in place, Queen Elizabeth's safety was assured throughout her reign. 4. Jeff Bezos. As the founder of Amazon and one of the wealthiest individuals in the world, Jeff Bezos faces significant security concerns. With a net worth nearing $200 billion, Bezos has to consider the safety of not only himself, but also his family, friends, and close associates. This includes risks like kidnapping for ransom, as well as threats from individuals or even entire nations. After his newspaper, The Washington Post, published stories related to the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, Bezos became a target of Saudi Arabia. His phone was hacked, allegedly by Saudi operatives, prompting Bezos to hire Gavin de Becker, one of the most renowned security experts in the world. Bezos' security team, led by de Becker's company, employs extensive measures including personal bodyguards, cybersecurity, and surveillance. Bezos spends about $1.6 million annually on security, and his precautions extend to bulletproof glass for his office and a personal entourage, with up to 9 bodyguards accompanying him at public events. 3. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Even though El Chapo is a notorious criminal, rather than a traditional billionaire, his name can't be omitted when discussing heavily guarded individuals. As the leader of the Sinaloa cartel, Guzman was one of the most powerful and dangerous drug lords in the world before his capture. He became infamous not only for his criminal empire but for his ability to evade law enforcement, escaping from maximum security prisons multiple times. Since his final capture, El Chapo has been placed under the highest levels of security within the U.S. prison system. His incarceration involves 24/7 surveillance, with every aspect of his environment monitored, ensuring there's no chance for another escape. Before we continue further, tell us, are you enjoying the video? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos on wealthy kings. Let's continue. Now, this individual has repeatedly rewritten the script and managed to escape confinement. However, since being rearrested in 2016 and extradited to the United States, he now resides in the high-security 10 South prison in Manhattan, New York. The infamous drug lord is under constant 24-hour surveillance by armed guards, who themselves are watched by more armed guards. To ensure his confinement, he sleeps in a different cell every night, and even the dogs guarding him have to taste his food to prevent poisoning. Mr. Guzman has expressed dissatisfaction with his conditions in 10 South, citing being locked in his cell for 23 hours a day. Apart from court appearances and meetings with his lawyer, he's been denied any contact with family or the media. Despite his complaints, the question remains: should a man who has escaped multiple times, is accused of killing thousands during Mexico's brutal drug wars, and has a history of eliminating enemies even while imprisoned, be allowed to escape again? If he does, the security staff guarding him would undoubtedly face the fury of his victims. Now, let's shift to the story of Mark Zuckerberg. There's no hiding anything about Facebook anymore, including CEO Mark Zuckerberg's personal security costs. Since 2015, Zuckerberg has been spending roughly $20 million annually on security measures, with $7.3 million dedicated to personal bodyguards for his home and travels. This protection team, sometimes called the Zuckerberg Secret Police, is rumored to consist of 16 full-time guards rotating shifts to ensure constant coverage. This makes Zuckerberg's security budget one of the largest ever recorded for a CEO, dwarfing previous expenditures like Oracle's Larry Ellison, whose security costs once reached $1.8 million. Given that Facebook is consistently under fire for accumulating and selling massive amounts of user data, it seems Zuckerberg is keen on keeping his own life more private. The security team goes so far as to dress in civilian clothes to stay hidden, while Zuckerberg is escorted and driven everywhere. Even Facebook's COO, Sheryl Sandberg, benefits from a similar security detail, further emphasizing the seriousness of the protection around these tech executives. Lastly, we move to Vladimir Putin. As one of the most well-guarded political figures in the world, Vladimir Putin's security is handled by the highly secretive Federal Protective Service. Little is known about how this arm of the Russian government operates, and no public data or reports exist about its activities. Assumptions and speculation surround their inner workings. Putin, often surrounded by controversy, has been the subject of immense media attention since his first term as president. Over the years, a kind of personality cult has developed around him, similar to past leaders, although no grand statues have been erected in his honor. Putin's populist appeal, combined with widespread corruption within his administration, has resulted in numerous protests, threats, and even assassination attempts. This has necessitated a unique and highly fortified security structure. Former bodyguards of Putin have gained immense power and wealth, a clear example of how Russia's emerging elite has taken advantage of a system originally designed to protect the old guard. The Presidential Security Service, SBP, is the federal agency responsible for protecting Putin, the Prime Minister, and their families. With origins tracing back to the KGB's 9th Directorate, the SBP is composed of approximately 2,000 to 3,000 personnel. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.